National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation has come to East Tennessee. There he is, a Jefferson County man put on his best Cousin Eddie impersonation for the holiday. For the last couple of years, Joshua Bowling has parked his camper right down by the side of Highway 139 in Dandridge and screamed out, "Merry Christmas!"
Started out as a joke. I put a hat on, came down Christmas morning, and just people loved it. So past couple years, I keep adding more props. Just come out here, people drive by, honk, get their pictures. They bring me gifts. I've had people take family photos to put on Christmas cards.
How about that? Now, in the past, people have always asked him, where is Snots? That is the name of the dog that Cousin Eddie has in the movie. Well, Joshua rescued a dog earlier this year. So, yes, Snots made his debut this year. All right.